Alright, hi everyone. I'm happy to be starting off a Mega Man block here with this game, which is kind of legendary in that it's kind of okay. Uh, Time's gonna start when I press the fire button. So, we ready on the timer? Alright, let's go in 3, 2, 1, start. Okay, so this is Mega Man for DOS. It uses PC speaker, and it actually has an intro stage. There's nothing so far. Oh, look, there's a dog. He's jumping after me. I gotta jump to get away from the dog. It's not worth trying to kill the dog. If you kill it, another one's just gonna respawn. And this jump is frame perfect. Luckily, the rules say DOSBox at 500 cycles, so it's actually running somewhat slowly. Ouch. The dog got me, but that's alright. I'm gonna take one hit there anyways with the hut in the way. After the intro stage, we've got 3 Robot Masters. We start with Sonic Man. This is actually gonna be the most difficult stage. This opening part is fairly difficult. We got 2 barriers here that I gotta spam down with bullets. If I get through here cleanly and I take only 1 hit, then that's actually pretty good. It's kind of a sewer level. We're gonna jump down here, take the hit here, and hope the lizard here only hits me once. Wow, he was friendly. But there's actually an invisible ladder here. You have to hold up and know that the ladder is there to get that E-Tank. And that E-Tank is the entire reason that we are doing this level first. We're gonna be using it some later. But this game, it's probably not quite what you're used to if you've played Mega Man on the NES. It kind of controls a lot more like a typical DOS platformer rather than an NES platformer. I'm using the J button to jump. That's right, J, not Control or Alt, and I'm not using a controller, it's J. Underwater section here. The first checkpoint is actually at the beginning of this underwater section, so as long as you can get to that checkpoint, then you're usually in a golden place. Although these fishies, sometimes they give you bad patterns. If you get to this section the same time every time, then you usually get the same patterns. But if you get off pattern, then you gotta roll with it. Well, except roll's not in this game. Haha, I made a pun. The second checkpoint is right about here. My health bar is low. I'm going to go ahead and take the intentional death here to refill my health bar. I see a comment in chat that the TAS is 1 minute 46 seconds. The TAS runs quite a bit faster and is not at all comparable. My estimate is 15 minutes and my PB is 9 minutes 20 seconds. Big thanks to NoReset for accepting this run, because in the course of practicing for it, I did take the world record. So yeah, I'm the world record holder of Mega Man for DOS. Yay! Yay! I mean, that's all I ever wanted in life. I'm messing around. Hold on just a sec, because we've largely just been seeing some really weird critters, frogs, lizards, bats, but we're actually going to see something out of Mega Man for once, because we have Yoku blocks. Ah! I jumped too early. Okay, just gotta wait for it a bit. I need to be more patient there. There we go, Sonic Man. Sonic Man is not going to be too difficult of a fight. So one of the things about Mega Man DOS is that there are no iframes on the Robot Masters, so you can just spam your bullets to your heart's content. Sonic Man moves in a bit of a pattern. He shoots out those things, and he is going to hit me once, that's alright. He floats up and down, gotta hit him with lots of Mega Buster shots, and then he's going to explode. I'm waiting for that top explosion to go off the screen a little bit, and then jump to catch the weapon at the top. I'm seeing some comments about the OST being up. Oh, hold on a sec. There's something really important coming up here. So Volkman stage starts off with a death plane below here. The E-Tank I use allows me to clip right through that death plane, which is going to get me to the very end of the stage, and thus I've just saved a couple of minutes by skipping most of the level. You gotta use that E-Tank on the exact frame that you die, and you gotta be far to the left. So Volkman, he's going to jump up a bit, use a shield. He's going to jump once, land, shoot the shield out, and then boop, boop, boop. Come on. He's dead. Yeah, it takes like 6 shots with Sonic Man's weapon to take out Volkman. And Volkman's going to give us a shield weapon, of course, which is actually going to be very useful, and we're going to be using that for most of the rest of the game. It's a very good weapon. We've got bees here dropping nails. I mean, that's a typical Mega Man thing, right? Well, Volt Shield actually protects you from those nails, so they're not going to do any damage to you if they're dropped on you. But Volt Shield itself will fizzle if a bee touches it, so be wary of that. Like, the weapon stays active until I deactivate it or until I hit something with it. So Dynaman's stage is kind of a factory stage. There's a lot of junk here, a lot of conveyor belts. And some of them go left, some of them go right. It's the same every time. And then we're going to, once again, get Yoku blocks. The lava down there is actually not as dangerous as it appears. It just does a lot of damage. It isn't an instant kill. My child is very noisy once again, but that's pretty normal. The child to be noisy, I mean. Voltman's weapon, again, protects you from these little droplets that the things up there drop. And it'll also drop you from these things, but you're actually wanting to conserve your weapon just a little bit. So I only need to use it like twice here to get through all this. Then we're going to have another section here with bees dropping more nails, which is every Mega Man's worst nightmare. But with exact jumps, you can get through here pretty unscathed. Whoa! That nail almost got me. Then we've got a very long conveyor belt with a whole bunch of factory stuff trying to kill you. You can try to take damage boost, or you can wait for the things to get out of the way. These little things here will actually refill your weapon energy, which is kind of nice. There's also another weapon refill up here. I did not see any bees, which is kind of weird. So, and then all of a sudden we're going to get some giant ants from Jill of the Jungle here. Out of a completely different game. Luckily, Voltman's weapon does fine. If you're low on ammo here, then you can just switch to Sonic Man's weapon to kill those giant ants. Then we're gonna get Dynaman, who kind of just asserts himself. He's a tricky fight, though, because you're gonna be spamming the weapon and trying to stay right next to him without actually touching him. But that's 3 Robot Masters down, which means we're going to go to Dr. Willay's stage. Not Dr. Wily, Dr. Willay. It's misspelled or something. And it's going to be just one stage. There's some frogs at the beginning part here that I'm going to take out. We're going to go through the Robot Masters again in the order that I just killed them. So Dynaman's weapon is just dynamite, but it's very awkward to use. You have to position it just right and then explode it on command. So you throw it out, and then I explode it on purpose. And, well, one explosion will take out Sonic Man if you placed it exactly right, and it's not exactly easy to place it. Then we're going to go into a section that looks right out of Volkman's stage, except we skipped that stage, so nobody's going to recognize any of this. Volt Shield to get through that. Then I switched weapons too early. I was supposed to use Volt Shield to go through the Mets, and yeah, we actually have Mega Man enemies here. There's actually Mets. A couple of spiders here. About 2 frames after you get through the door, you can fire once to do damage to Voltman, which will save you a shot when you have to burn through his health later. I do need more of Sonic Man's weapon for Dr. Willay, and we got a Dynaman section here with more bees dropping nails. I hope I never have to see a bee drop another nail again. Like, that's the stuff of nightmares right there. Yeah, Volt Shield gets you through the Mets, no problem. And that is actually not a lot of Volt Shield for Dynaman, so let's hope he cooperates. Ouch. So far, that's not cooperating. Yeah, that was actually not that great a fight. In fact, that was a lot of damage. So this last hallway is going to have a couple of Sniper Joes and Met Hats. 2 Sniper Joes, 2 Met Hats. You The Volt Shield will not work to get you through the snipers, Joes, so just damage them. You're going to need to use the Volt Shield for the last match. And then we're going to come up on Dr. Willay here in just a moment. And time's going to be when screen transitions to the end screen. Dr. Willay has 2 phases. Use Dynaman's weapon just to save some of Volt Sonic Man's ammo. And then Volt will do the last thing. And then time is now. That's it. Sub 10 is extremely fast. Like, it is really, really, really fast. There's only like 3 or 4 times on the leaderboard that fast. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. This was all designed, programmed by one guy, Steven Rosner. So thank you, Steven Rosner, for your work. And it's it's not quite the same as the NES games, but it is really enjoyable. It's really fun. It's really relaxing. Please give it a try. It's great. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, thank you so much for having me once again, or twice again this time.